Hey, Cancer, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your October 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below your video. All right, welcome. This is good for any and all placements of Cancer in your chart. So it definitely looks like there's a big bang coming in around that eclipse and new moon in the sign of Libra around the 14th of October. You could see that there was a big jump here for you and a lot of cards coming through, and it makes sense. You have this energy of go wild, right? Go wild. There's a lot happening here for you. We also see towards the end of the month, we actually have full moon in Taurus, and it literally is a full moon in Taurus. It's also a partial lunar eclipse. It is the last one of a series of very important eclipses on the Taurus-Scorpio axis. So this is about going all the way, taking something home. It is that final run, that final completion here. So you have this showing up. A lot of signs are getting this same card in the position here of the end of the month. So really powerful time for growth, personal growth, advancements. This is a shift. Now your overall energy for the month of October, you have here stepping into your power, Aries. Now we are in Libran season. Libra is also south node on a global level, collective level, and Aries is north node at this time. So you are embracing your power, but you're also shifting some very, very big dynamics within relationship sectors. There can be negotiations taking place here for you, Cancer. There can be new relationships that you're taking to big levels, right? You're hitting new peaks in relationships. And for others of you, I feel like you're stepping into your power by embracing your truth, by embracing your authenticity, even if that means honoring yourself by walking away from relationships that are no longer aligned with where you are going. You may have learned what you needed to learn in certain dynamics. So you're definitely feeling it this month, Cancer. I'm loving this. So you're stepping into your power. You're embracing the new energies. Now, mid-month around, again, the 14th or so, you have this go wild. This is about, I'm getting the word extremes, but I feel like this is a good extreme. And some of you may be saying, well, Melissa, how can it be a good extreme? But you have here finding a balance. And maybe that's why I feel like whatever it is that you've been teetering on the edge of, it may feel extreme to you, but it's actually going to put you back into that sense of balance. And here's that Libran energy. Okay, so go wild, go big, or go home, shoot for the stars, right? This is about living big, living large. It's seeing a big picture. It's big picture thinking is what I just heard, big picture thinking. So I really love this for you. Go deeper you have with this Scorpio energy. And towards the end of the month, right, we have Scorpio season coming in around the 23rd or so of October. So around that time, take it deep, right? Take it deeper than maybe you ever have. Open your heart up to a deep level of love. Commit yourself to something that maybe you were challenged to fully commit to. This could be going deep within your spiritual gifts and your psychic abilities, right? This is about you really going inward. And Cancer, Scorpio is your fellow water sign. So it is all about getting ready to go deep because things are changing on a cellular level, on a spiritual level for you. And you're going to see on a physical level that these things start to show up for you as well, because you're tuning to the divine. Now check this out. You have not only Scorpio, your fellow water sign, but you also have Pisces. This is all about attuning to the divine. This is about you going big here because you may just surprise yourself. Now this is one of the, I don't want to say one of the better readings, Cancer, because they've all been very intense, because eclipse season can bring in a lot of intense energy. But for you, this is really big. I feel like you're hitting some major goals, milestones. You're putting yourself out there. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Fool card, because you're putting yourself kind of out on a limb, but you know that you're protected, you're supported, you know the universe will catch you. Now, towards the end of the month, you have, wow, and this card has been coming up for all signs as well in the same position. You have reveal what needs to be seen. There's that Scorpio energy again. So around the 23rd or so, even into the full moon in Taurus and that partial lunar eclipse, there's going to be a lot of reveals this entire month, where we're shaking up eclipse season here. Whatever it was that you weren't able to see before, or if it's felt a little cloudy for some of you, if your intuition hasn't quite felt like you were attuned to it here, like you had access or you weren't able to see things clearly, get ready, because there is here a lot being revealed to you. And a lot of you are diving into your gifts. Now you do have this Aries energy of cooling any emotions, and maybe that's the extreme energy that I was picking up on. Now for some of you, this could be a little bit of maybe temper. It can be hot-headed energy. It can be impulsivities. But what you are doing, because you have the detoxify, which is that full moon in Taurus, I feel like you're not going to the extremes in a negative way or an unhealthy way as you were in the past. And maybe that's why I'm seeing that balance right behind that energy of extreme. Because you're thinking in a new way. You're thinking big, like what else is possible? What else is out there for me? I don't have to be tied to or attached to this job, this relationship, this pattern, this health dynamic, whatever it is, you're releasing yourself from. Okay, this is big. Now, we're going to take a look and see what is being revealed to you. What you don't see coming. What is this great reveal? Let's see here. We're going to use this deck here. What is being revealed to you? And then we'll clarify with the tarot as well. And then we'll get messages from your animal guides. So what do we need to know? What's being revealed? Wow, this is just crazy. The amount of cards that are showing up in the same readings. This also is showing up for a lot of signs. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. It's all about selflessness, Cancer. It's about humility and conscious action. I think it was Gemini that received the same card, and it may have even been Aries, because we're only a few signs in. But this is all about taking conscious action towards your highest good, because now something is being revealed to you that may have been underneath the subconscious mind, right? Maybe you weren't aware of how to move forward, or you weren't aware of some patterns that needed to get weeded out, right? To detoxify from, but that's coming in for you in order for you to take conscious action. Stay in that energy here of humility and selflessness. And let's connect to an outcome of what you don't see coming here. Thank you, Spirit. The Phoenix. Beautiful. Resurrection, surrender to change. That's your final outcome for the month. All right, so what you don't see coming. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. There's going to be a lot of gratitude coming your way. And I'm getting that there is services that you can utilize, as well as service coming your way and you putting it out. So it's almost like that reciprocity. Ask and it is given. Ask and you shall receive. But you're receiving with an open heart here, because you've given a lot of your time, your energy, your heart to people, places, and things, right? You've stayed in an energy of humility, even when maybe you didn't want to, right? But now you're being called to consciously move forward. And you have here the little bird that's sitting on the ledge. So pay attention to those winged creatures, because a lot of you are receiving signs through messages in the air, because Libran energy is air. So you could be seeing a lot of messages in the clouds. You may be looking up and seeing stars. You may be seeing, maybe even the northern lights, depending on your location. So look up is what I hear. Look up. And that's that dream big energy as well. We have the Dream Walker. This literally says dreams. It says the collective good, and it says illusions. So eclipse energy, eclipse season can shatter illusions. And that's a good thing, because when we live in an illusion, that's not always for, the collective good. We need to break free from cycles of repeating history or repeating dynamics that we don't need to repeat, not only in our personal lives, not only in our professional lives, but as a collective. And I think that is why we are getting so many of the same cards throughout the same readings, because this is a collective good. This is a collective month, a collective energy. But Spirit is saying here, yeah, look up. You have the dreams. And this is also another card that's been showing up in the readings. It's card 8. You're stronger than you think you are. You have the willpower, the stamina, and the determination to consciously take action in whatever area you want to see and embrace change, Cancer. Next up, you have the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. This says discernment, clear vision, and details. Wow. This is so interesting because he has the little mouse there, right? And the mouse can represent, detail, right? Attending to the small things or tending to them. It is about paying attention to the shadows even, or to things that no longer serve you, paying attention to your energy, paying attention to the energy of others. So I'm also getting here a hyper-focused sense of awareness, right? The Ringmaster of Scrutiny. Some of you may feel scrutinized in your work. Maybe you feel like other people have a fine tooth comb and they're going over your work like crazy. For other people, for others of you, this is about getting clear on what you really want to shift your life into. Because if you are not living the life that you really, really want to live, perhaps look into your belief system. Maybe there is a piece of you that doesn't quite believe, or maybe you're not clear of what that looks like. How can we make it happen if we don't have that vision? But I also get here, it's the feeling, the emotion is more so than it is being able to see the details of it. Okay, how does it make us feel? And that's what this energy is prompting us to not just see what it looks like on paper, right? Not just to jot it down and say this, and that, but it's about us feeling. Right? What do we want to feel in our relationships? What do we want to feel in our careers? This is a big month about the heart. The heart is center focused here, and it's asking, what would the heart do? What would unconditional love do in this situation? What would I do if money were no obstacle, right? What would I do of being service to mankind? Okay, I'm also feeling here for some of you, you could be getting down to the nitty gritty details of a project that you're getting ready to launch. This could also be getting down, because I'm seeing contracts here, some sort of a contract or something that you're going over. You yourself could be going over this almost like a magnifying glass, right? Looking over it to make sure you don't have any flaws or there's anything that's out of place is kind of what I feel here. Some of you are feeling very detail oriented after a time of feeling a little bit foggy. That's not a bad thing here, but what you don't see coming is someone could be scrutinizing your work, and it's important for maybe that vision. Some of you even have a vision statement, a vision board, or some sort of integrity or integral piece of your work that you're holding that vision true, and you're not letting other people come in and throw you off guard, where maybe you did into the past, or maybe you did in the past. And that's why you're stepping into your power even more so, because even though people may be looking at you, they may be hyper focused on you, your abilities, your skills, your talents, your heart, your love, right? Romantic, professional, health-wise, whatever it is here. I actually like this energy because I feel like it's magnified, and you see the magnifying glass here. So someone is really paying attention to you or paying attention to your work, but I feel it's in a good way, and that may be what you don't see coming. Now you also have the Phoenix as your final outcome. Resurrection, surrender to change. Change is certainly coming in here whether you're ready or not. But I feel like this change has everything to do with you stepping into your power, Cancer. So whether you're ready or not, here it comes for you, where you may even be handed a responsibility and you may be second guessing and questioning, do I have what it takes? And the answer is yes, you do. You may be saying, can I really say yes? Can I really move here? Can I really go back to school, right? There's something here that you may be second guessing or doubting, but you have the ability, and Spirit wants you to know. You're being handed some sort of a staff, right? You're being handed some sort of responsibility here, because some of you may have not believed that you could do you may not have what it takes to get a job done or do something that you've always wanted to do because of disappointment in the past or a broken heart. But Three of Swords says you're coming out of it, and almost every sign has received the Three of Swords as well, because this month it really has you focus on the heart center. So whatever is not working or whatever we have not healed, it's coming up for us to heal, for us to take a look at, so we can have that confidence that we deserve, that we desire. Queen of Wands. This is that energy of magnetic energy, or magnetized. Okay, Queen of Wands is someone who, when she walks into the room, it's almost like she energetically, I don't want to use the word demands, but that's kind of what I feel here. It's like she demands that attention, but not in an egotistical way, in a spiritual, powerful way, because she's feeling herself, right? She's in her power, in her zone. So it's like you automatically start to turn your head and look at her, right? And this her is you. For a lot of you, whether you're female or male, it doesn't matter. But it's like when you are in your zone of genius, when you are in the flow, other people are magnetized. The magnetic energy between you and others is strong, between you and what you want. But there is an energy of getting clear. Two of Swords, getting clear, taking off the blindfold of what makes you feel less than, right? It's taking off that blindfold of any egotistical views or insecurities or jealousy or cattiness or even vengefulness, because some people may think at times that you come on too strong. And maybe you come on too strong because you have been hurt in the past, but you just want to step into your power and prove even to yourself that you have what it takes, and you do. So there isn't even an energy of needing to prove, because you already do that just by being you. But for some of you, subconsciously, what's coming to the surface is not needing that approval, okay? Because if someone can't see you for you, then do they really deserve a seat at the table, right? If someone isn't willing to look past something that may have altered, shifted, or created a big dent in their heart or in their energy, I feel like this is where you come in and say, if you don't, what's the old saying? If you don't love me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. So I kind of get that here, where you've given someone all of you, or you've given your heart and soul into something. And if they can't see that you've really showed up, then I feel like it's time for you to move in a new direction. And that may be what you're flying from with the Phoenix. That may be what you're being reborn into, is knowing that you are worthy of being seen, being valued, and being authentic to you, Cancer, and not letting anyone hold you back or tell you you're less than. Okay, what do we have showing up here? When it comes to this balance, this go wild, this deeper energy. So Four of Pentacles, followed by the Seven of Cups in reverse. So getting clear on what it is you truly want. And we see that multiple times here. So a sense of clarity, because at times you may feel like there's so many options. You may feel overwhelmed. You may feel a need to focus. Well, it's coming in here. Okay, who's paying attention to detail this month? You are, Cancer. And for some of you, you're loosening the strings, or you're loosening your grip on a situation or on a relationship, or even some pain that you've been carrying for quite some time. Because you can see here in the Four of Pentacles, she's holding her purse close to her. What's typically in a purse or a wallet? Your identity, right? your authenticity, who you are, your valuables. It can be your way of living, right? Currency, things of that nature. So I feel like this is you hanging on to what is true for you, your integrity. But when it comes to some sort of pain, okay, some sort of pain that may have been blocking you from manifesting here in the physical, I feel like you're loosening the reins on. And actually within loosening, you're going to get clear, and it's going to allow you to bring in more stability, okay, without compromising your integrity. All right, let's take a look at what's showing up at the end of the month. We have detoxifying with cooling the emotions and something being revealed to you. Let's see what this is all about. What do we have for Cancer? I'm getting the name here, Jen or Jenna or Jennifer. All right, Three of Pentacles. Teamwork makes that dream work. If someone isn't pulling the weight, or if someone isn't willing to be a team player, that needs to shift. Okay, that needs to get detoxified or worked through, because the Three of Pentacles, they're able to collaborate. They're able to play different roles within a sector for the highest good, right? The highest good of, maybe a company project, or the highest good of a family dynamic. But again, if there's someone over here that's just being a crappy team player, right? It kind of ruins the whole game. And so I feel like you are either getting a new team player, you're joining a new team, or you are really taking a look and you're saying, what can we do to train? What can we do to better focus on this teamwork, this collaboration, instead of putting all your weight in one area, or putting all your eggs basically in one basket? I feel like there's a spreading here. This is the card of resourcefulness. So I feel like you're seeing that someone isn't doing what they say. Okay, maybe in the workplace, maybe someone is saying, oh, Cancer, I got your back, I'll do that. And then when it comes down to the deadline, you go to them and you say, did you do that? And then they say, oh, no, sorry, I had this going on, or something in their personal life, or they make some sort of an excuse. And you're seeing that this is becoming a repetitive pattern. For others of you, if this is a family dynamic, you're seeing that someone at times just isn't being honest, or they're revealing their true colors, because you can see that there's colors here. But I'm getting that you're finding and connecting to your soul tribe, and you're kind of filtering some relationships out. It's like you are filtering who and what is helping at this time, and who and what is hindering at this time. So I feel like you rising up from the ashes, there's big changes when it comes to personal relationships, professional, when it comes to family dynamics, all of the above. But you're not willing to dim your light in order to fit in, which I don't want you to do. We want you to step into your power. Now, when it comes to here, the High Lord of Gratitude, you have this humility and conscious action. Let's see what you are consciously taking action towards in the month of October. What do we have for Cancer? What's Cancer taking action towards? Healing. Okay, Four of Swords. It is important for you to slow down and rest when you need it. Okay, Four of Swords is showing up in reverse. So some of you could be overworking, overthinking, ignoring the signs of rest, ignoring your body, right? Ignoring when you need to slow down a bit, take a load off, take a nap. For others of you, it could be obsessing about a situation here. But I do feel that you're taking conscious action to be selfless. And in being selfless, it's about you taking care of you as well, instead of just everyone else. Because the Page of Cups can be, some of you are young mothers or fathers, or you have young children, okay? Or maybe you have children of all ages, but it feels like you carry or hold a lot of responsibility for them. So that may be where the teamwork comes in. Can other people help out? Family or friends or teachers or professionals, right? So you don't have to carry all that burden or worry or obsessiveness yourself, okay? I get that strongly for some of you. And for those of you where this isn't a parental situation, you may feel responsible for helping someone heal through some immature actions. Okay, this could even be you at times. If there is a spot for growth here, I feel like you're taking it. Okay, there is an opportunity for growth. But in order to do that, you gotta be kind to yourself. All right, let's take a look at this collective good and the illusions. What illusions are being shattered at this time? Shattered. The Empress in reverse. Okay, the Empress in reverse is about neglecting the things that you really don't want to neglect, right? Your self-care, yourself, or relationships. It could be love for what you do. The Empress, when she is in the upright, she is in her power. And so what's being shattered is the illusion that you have to maybe take care of everyone else, or you at times neglect what it is that you love, or neglect yourself for others, or even taking something where you're smothering it and you put out that flame because there's just this smothering energy where you're not allowing something to breathe or give life, right? I feel like you're shifting that up. You're stepping into your power with this Empress. Okay, and this is Libran season, and the Empress governs Libra and Taurus, which we see Taurus at the end of the month. So beautiful clarifier here. Next we have here discernment, clear visions, and details. Let's take a look at the details. What do we need to know? And I just heard here the devil is in the details. We don't have a devil, but we do have a death. This is about rebirth, which leads to the Phoenix as your outcome. So I am getting that there's a big transformational change here for you, Cancer. This is about, again, surrendering to the change, because when we hang on to it, it's sticky, it's uncomfortable. We don't want to hang on longer than we need to, right? I like to clarify that by saying, especially because you have the Empress, it would be like, for those of you who have been pregnant, or even if you're male, there's typically supposed to be a 9-month gestation period, or a month of growth for a baby to come full term. Can you imagine if you were 14 months pregnant? How uncomfortable that would be, not only for the child, but for the mom. It would be probably just so awful, right? I mean, I've known that it could be comfortable, especially in that last month. But if you are, carrying something way longer than it should, whether it's past the expiration date, or it's a soul contract that has come to an end, or you are in a job that just no longer aligns with you, don't hang on to that, because it's going to get more and more and more uncomfortable. And we don't want that for you. All right, let's take a look at the final outcome. Surrender. What do we need to know about the Phoenix before we get messages from your animal guides? What do we need to know about the Phoenix? The Hermit. The Hermit is doing some of that deep soul searching. The Hermit basically is about, that spiritual enlightenment as well. It is about rising above. And you can see here that she's levitating above. The fact that the Hermit's showing up is saying, don't withdraw your energy where your energy needs to be because of loneliness or rejection. You have the knowledge, you have the introspection. This is the time for you to kind of come out of your shell, your hiding. You've been in this cocooning process with the death. And that's why you have the Phoenix as your final outcome here, because you've been in that reflection period. Now it's time to take conscious action. All right, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals, Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? Messages from your animals. You have the cougar and you have the donkey. The donkey is all about patience, humility, and sacrifice. So it's kind of like that hanged man energy. But when the donkey is showing up here, I feel like you've been patient. You've tried to be as patient as you could around some sort of gestation period, But I do feel for some of you, like we just talked about, it becomes a sacrifice. It's too much when we need to let go and shift the energy. And that's what you are being called to do here. Now, the cougar is all about motherhood. I mean, some of you, this is all about motherhood. For some of you Cancerians out there, maybe you wanted to become a mother. You're healing your own mother energy. This could be between you and your child, which we have children showing up here. Or maybe you are a big, loving, nurturing soul who has come to really show reverence and sensuality, right? This cougar, she's pretty powerful in her energy, and you're stepping into your power here because now the time has come. You've had to sacrifice. Maybe some of you have sacrificed your dreams or put them on hold because maybe you had to raise children. Now, I'm not saying that those children were a sacrifice, but sometimes we do need to put certain things on hold because it's not the right time, right? We have to focus on raising family or creating or making a living. But I'm getting here that you've put in a lot of this patience, a lot of this sacrifice, but now it's time to fully embrace and step into your power, Cancer. So whatever this is here for you, whether it is motherhood, whether it is career, whether it's health, whether it's relationships, it's about you feeling that sense of sensuality. It is all about you feeling reverence for what it is that you do and how you're going about doing it, okay? Feeling confident with who you are, okay? I'm also getting that you've grown a lot from caring what other people think of you, or caring if you fall down, you're going to get back up. Where in the past, maybe you looked around and you thought, oh my gosh, everybody's seen me fall. This is horrible. It's a fall from grace. I'm never going to be able to be looked at the same way. Now you're saying, you know, I've matured into this energy. If I fall, I'm just going to get right back up. And this cougar is saying you're stepping into your power, and there is grace. There's more ease. There's a magnetic energy coming in where I also feel for you, Cancer, you are attracting your heart's and your soul's desires, the things that align, you're coming into alignment with, right? If it aligns with your soul, it's showing up here because that's how the law of attraction works. The laws of the universe. Right? What you put out there, you're getting back. And even though some of you, it's taken a long time to get back what you've put out there, it's showing up here for you. That is what I have for you, Cancer. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the growth of the channel. If you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in. Lots of love.